17 minutes now past 6 a.m. here on this Wednesday. It is July 2nd as we see a beautiful sunrise over Lake St. Clair and the Detroit River. Ooh, highs are once again going to be in the mid 80s today. We are talking about a chance for rain though.
Yeah, look at Mount Clemens and Adrian, upper 80s, 88 degrees. I'm starting to sweat just looking at the graphic.
Know it. We're fanning ourselves.
It makes a big difference when that muggy meter's lower.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, it makes a big difference. It's still hot. It's still going to feel like July, but it's just not that extra heat, that heat index. That's going to be in check. Now, there's one change I had to make to the Weather Planner Plus, and that is the chance for some rain. It's not the greatest chance, but I think it's enough of one to mention it. So stormy changes ahead, and I think it's not just for today. I wouldn't be surprised if it's for tomorrow as well. What has changed is that there's an area of low pressure, upper level area of low pressure, parked just north of Michigan, and it's going to swing some cold fronts in our direction. And even though we don't have a ton of moisture to work with, these things can be pretty funny. They might be able to wring out whatever is there. So as we get to the afternoon, in the heat of the afternoon, we can get these random showers and storms to flare up. I think the strongest activity, or the heaviest, will be, say, north of M59, but you'll see it's not for everybody. So the coverage will be most of us will be able to have a beautiful day, but maybe on the horizon, you'll probably see some of these clouds starting to get pretty tall as these storms begin to flare up or these showers move through. Any one of these, I think, can produce some heavy rainfall since the atmosphere will be colder aloft. Maybe even some small hail could develop and some gusty winds. And once we go into Thursday, we'll see the same scenario, mainly to the north, closer to the thumb, but some of this activity could make its way in Metro Detroit. It's just the way our atmosphere is set up right now with that solar heating up the surface, and you have colder air aloft. It creates the classic example of instability, and we'll have that for the next couple of days. Aside from that, I'm thinking things will calm down even in that sense with these random storms for the 4th of July. So your forecast looks good for the morning parades, looks great for the picnics, and also looks good for the fireworks. So it's a forecast perfection kind of day. High temps around 87 degrees. Humidity at this point will still be in check, but that will change Friday night going into the weekend, not only with the muggy meter spike, but also the chance of rain is going to move in. So when we fast forward into Saturday as well as Sunday, if I had to pick either of the days for the weekend to see the rain, I think Saturday will be the day where that rain's going to close in. So therefore, I think the impacts will be on Sunday, but most of your Sunday still looks all right. So in the 7-day forecast, even though the humidity and a slight chance of rain will be there on Saturday at 92, I'm thinking 91 with a better chance of some showers on Sunday. We'll begin to cool down into next week with more showers sticking around next month.